Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about quite a lot, and it's about none other than our most beloved, our biggest, most influential multi-craft content creator, Xrealm. Let's get a show of hands for this guy. Clap it up. Really? No one? Anyways, this is not any complimentary video. Back to the actual topic. Xrealm and I have had problems for the past few weeks, and it all started with him turning his server, Hiveoxel, which is a very building server, everybody just builds there and stuff like that. He started changing it into a more PvP server because he was ran by greed of having more players. I didn't really see a problem with it. I mean, I guess he's doing it for his own benefits, but it's whatever. I started helping him. I started showing him stuff that he should do, kits, teaching him more about PvP so he could actually attract people into his server. But that's when he came up with a kit called Crystal PvP. And let's be real, he did not come up with this. Crystal PvP is something from Minecraft, okay? Don't get that wrong. But after he's taken at least 15 kits from us, when he makes a kit and I think is pretty cool, I take it and put it in my server, and this guy immediately just gets on the defense and starts saying, oh, I'm a thief for taking his kit and stuff like that. And if you guys don't believe me, the RVM kit, which is a ruby chestplate, ruby pants, emerald helmet, emerald boots, and a dragonhide knockback sword, it's called the RVM kit, the KB kit. This is it on his server. Yeah, that's kind of interesting when he's calling other people thieves, but that's the things he's up to. And everyone, just look at this guy's arenas, right? When you go into the actual kit, this is what it looks like. That's quite familiar, isn't it? Yeah, your eyes aren't bugging. That's the same arena from Kit PvP. He's doing anything to steal any idea for any reason, just so he could have more players in his server and attract a bigger audience. I don't really have a script for today, so I'm literally just gonna say what I want to say. Xrealm has a lot of devs, which is basically a word for mods, admins, staffs, right? You get the point. And then there's this one especially. I mean, I can name a few of them who do horrible things. But you might be like, oh, but that's not Xrealm, that's people around him. But you gotta realize, these developers, quote-unquote mods and staffs and admins, are his responsibility. They work for him. So if he doesn't keep them in line, that just gets to show how much he's letting them slack off and do things insanely horrible. I swear, if this guy hits me one more time, I'm crashing out. Now, I have a problem with all of them because I don't like Xrealm, and they of course like their leader, so they're gonna trust him with everything. This is one of them, just one of them. They are willing to go to hideous lengths to protect their quote-unquote leader's name. Now, of course, I'm not ducking a fade from Steve Hansen over here, so I give him my location, and Steve, if you want to come. But beside that, being willing to quote-unquote do murder over an in-game issue, over a kid's game, because his personal feelings got hurt and his quote-unquote leader's reputation is being tarnished, is not okay. As a community, we let people like this and we glorify them. We tell them how great they are. We respect them, even though when this is the stuff they do behind closed servers. Now, this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna say everything at once. Xrealm's developer team is a bunch of Islamophobic, homophobic, and just a whole bunch of racist people who get to slack off and do stuff like this because Xrealm is not willing to take responsibility. X stole kids' ideas from us, and when we take one, we're supposedly thieves, and we're in the wrong for this. And also, Xrealm is a quote-unquote 21-year-old. I'm not saying this is a fact, but I was told by someone in High Voxel. He's a quote-unquote 21-year-old, and he talks to little kids, 12-year-olds, maybe even lower, as a living. And this is some of the stuff he says in chat. I have to wrap it up here, but if you guys want a part two, because there's a lot more we can talk about, if you guys want a part two, subscribe and I'll consider it.